this is the first drive after putting the motor back in the car and rebuilding the motor and sinking all the throttle bodies. Just going out to do some logging. Feels good. It's a bit warm here today. Muggy as all hell. That's the sort of weather we get here in Brisbane in Australia. So I'm just keeping an eye on my VE table to see how the ECU suggests the new VE based on my lambda table, my target table and what it's reading. Of course it needs to be in a steady state, so I don't take too much notice of it if I'm sort of pumping the accelerator. So the only thing I've changed really from before to now is I have advanced the cams a little bit. So I think before I had them at 4.35 millimeters of lift, and now I've got them at 4.45. Upper end of the range is suggested, and I have to say initial impressions are that it does feel a little bit more punchy from just below 3000 RPM, and I know if you're driving this thing hard and on a track or through some mountain turns, low RPM like 3000, who gives a rat's? No one cares about 3000 RPM, but if you're driving it around the street, you're sort of around 2.5 to 3,000 quite often. So I think it's important to have a car that's quite tractable down low. So the camshaft that was chosen and suggested to me by William is actually designed more for bottom end torque and not so much for top end. So this car isn't going to win any horsepower dyno test shootouts, because it's just not designed for that. It's designed more for low to mid range and up to about 5,500 RPM. Like it's pulling pretty strong. You might hear a couple of pops. I've got a little on ramp coming up here, so I might just switch the video around. We're coming up to an on ramp. See if we get a clear run.